let's talk about those two podcasts right quick.
Sure.
Why are you doing those?
Well, The Wire was service. I get paid to watch the greatest television show of all time, but the show really never got its flowers like it was supposed to.
Agreed.
Um, because the show was too real. Every other show that has ever lived has deified police and demonized criminals. The Wire is the only show that steps back and looks at systems. There's not one cop that you love in The Wire that's not guilty of police brutality, that's not guilty of doing some underhanded shit, that's not guilty of all of those things. What The Wire looks at and examines is how gangster capitalism, how the exploitation of the poor, and how the dwindling middle class in America have led to a point to where America has essentially embezzled money. And they look at that through examining different systems, schools, political systems, the police, even the economy inside of the hood. So it's a show that's even more relevant now than it was when it came out, and it was incredibly brave, which is probably why it wasn't embraced. As higher learning, that's just me and Rachel trying to bring a little Black culture to the ringer, and we picked a hell of a time to do it.
Right.
But that's what we're trying to do. I didn't really watch The Bachelor, but me and Rachel are having a fun time doing that. But look, I feel like I'll just be honest with you about this. I feel like I'm a magnet because I didn't even know about TMZ and some of its issues before I got there. But like once I got there, I was like, "Yo, man, is it all fucked up here?" I was like looking around, I was like, what? I never forget. This is when I realized it was fucked up. I'll tell you, the moment I realized it was fucked up.
Speak.
I was watching a video piece that they had cut, and they flashed Wiz Khalifa across the screen, and on the lower thirds it said Lil Bow Wow.
Oh.
I think to myself, the celebrity experts, everybody makes mistakes, right? But we're the celebrity experts here, right? We know all the celebrities and stuff like that. How do you confuse a nigga who's notoriously 6'5" with one who is notoriously
Lil?
5'3"? It was just, I was like, you guys realize, and that went on TV.
Wow.
But at the Ringer, despite everything that's going on, there are strides. Everyone's taking this seriously. Unlike some things at TMZ, there are good people who have had blind spots in the past and are working on addressing those blind spots. And I can say that sincerely.
I think we lost audio for a sec.
A little bit. Say that again, Van.
That
No,
last
I was just saying that the difference between what was going on at TMZ and what kind of the Ringer has dealt with this last couple of days is that there's a sincere desire to change things, to change the culture.
Damn, we cut out the same time.
I think we got the gist of it.
I guess the internet doesn't want us to hear this part.
Yeah, Bill Simmons is on the button. He's right.
Damn it, Al Gore.
On the Wire bit, I had hit you up about your Wire podcast because I had happened to actually start a Wire rewatch just a little bit before y'all did.
Also, me and Mike are open to being on the podcast, just so you know.
Absolutely. But and I find myself thinking about The Wire a lot in the current moment because it examines systems. And for you, in the middle of your rewatch and examining the systems, especially how like the police and the attorney's office communicate and all of that, does it give you any insight into the current moment of what we're dealing with as a population with regards to the police?
Yeah. What you see is that the thing that grounds up the thing that we're up against, and I know people hate it when you get to these talks. The thing that we're up against is capitalism. We're up against long-held structures about how everybody gets paid. We're talking about the reason why people are, afraid of the term defund the police is because defunding the police would go a long way to solving this problem. billions of dollars have essentially been embezzled through police forces over the course of generations. We, as Black American taxpayers, have contracts on ourselves. We've paid taxes that have gone,
Breach.
that have been turned around and killed us. And so when you watch The Wire, you see the system in action, and it's written by ex-beat reporter, people who understand the way that this goes. There's not ever one time during the show where solving a crime or getting a bad guy is seen as being done for the betterment of the community. It is for self. It is for the detective that's doing it so he can make something. For the upper, it's about getting more money. It's about whatever. It's for self. It's an individualistic look at these problems. It's not good versus evil. It's how everyone can get over, which is unfortunately what America has become.
Wow, that's very, very true. And everybody, check out Van Lathan's podcast, Way Down in the Hole, and The Ringer, and of course Red Pill when that comes back, when he gets rid of that blue pill. Van, thank you very much for being here, man. Respect what you do, bruh. What you say?
No problem, man. I appreciate you guys. I love both of you guys, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that.
Thank you for being a strong Black and a clear-eyed voice in spaces where it ain't a bunch of them. So I appreciate you bringing that and always having that honesty and authenticity wherever you go, man.
Yeah, thank you. And before I go, I want to welcome Bakari Sellers to the Ringer family.
Oh,
Bakari Sellers, the political side of it, the Ringer family, the diversity is happening. Things are growing. You got to change one step.
That's awesome.
fantastic. All
Appreciate
right,
you,
Van
man.
Lathan, everybody, follow him on everything, okay? At Van Lathan. Van, like Van, and Lathan, like Sanaa's dad.